Alright, today is a nice cozy fall morning. Hold on. I have a robe on because it's still a little cold in here. We haven't turned the heater on, but you would think with it being a little bit colder that or the AC wouldn't be going a lot, and it's still going. And I got my cup of coffee. It says Rise and Shine on the sides, but can't show you that or else I'll spill my coffee. This book, obviously, if you can see it, it's the little Encyclopedia of Dishcloths, and it's a crochet book. And Leisure Arts, the Art of Everyday Living. This is obviously a crochet pattern book. So it has a bunch of dishcloths, and I figured I don't want to say I can do one a day, because I do have a toddler, I do have a family to take care of, and I have errands to run almost every day. We're going to try and do as many of these as possible. I will be sharing down below or down here, I will be sharing like what each row, like I'll be sharing the rows and stuff. So I figure if I gave this book credit, because you can go to www.leisurearts.com, and I'm pretty sure you can get a lot of these patterns for free, so I'm pretty sure I'm not doing any kind of copyright infringements or anything. My grandmother did give me this book. It says US retail $9.99, so like $10. And on the back it says, colorful dishcloths crocheted of thirsty cotton yarn are the ultimate kitchen luxury, and easy to make. These 31 designs make quick gifts that anyone will appreciate. So you will be needing cotton yarn. Cotton yarn I used to think was so expensive, but I somehow accumulated a bunch of cotton yarn. Alright, so I pretty much covered the whole book. I know I have more. I think this is just all that I could fit in my project bag. And I still have a project in this bag that I'm working on. Hold on, let me take it out. If you want to know what's in my project bag, all of these rolls, I have a project, but I can't show you because it's a Christmas gift. But I have all kinds of hook sizes. Got all these hooks. I have a size H, which is a 8 to 5 millimeter, J or 10 6 millimeter, K or 10, which is a 6.5 millimeter, the size N or size N, and a size 8 or an H. Got a lot of hooks, and I have a lot of these like pocket book things that you can put your hooks in. This one I think broke out of one of its things. Yeah, it doesn't fit. The first one is the Cascade. Ooh. So this is like a medium easy, or 2 out of 4 easy. All of my yarn is a medium weight for yarn. We need a size G or 4 millimeter hook size. So I normally work with a 5 millimeter. But if it's asking for a 4, we're using a 4, and this is my 4. So I'm gonna use a 4. Oh, the book kind of stays open. Good. Sorry, I got this polyfill for just in case. So finished size is approximately 10 1/4 inch wide by 9 3/4 inch high. So 26 centimeters by 25 centimeters. My mom is calling me. Alright, so here's the book. If you want to screenshot the instructions, which I guess it would be easier this way, that's as close as I can get it. So if you want to screenshot that, gauge information in pattern, 1 repeat, 9 stitches. It says 2.5 inches, so 6.25 centimeters. And it has a colon, and it says 8 rows equals 2 1/4 inches, which is 5.75 centimeters. So you can grab the working yarn through the loop. So now you have a slip knot. It's able to go up and down. We're going to make another knot around the working yarn, because I like to make sure it's not going to come undone. And then we're going to yarn over, pull through, that's 1, yarn over, pull through, that's 2, yarn over, pull through, that's 3, yarn over, pull through, 4, 5, 36, 37. So we got our 37. So 10 and 1/4 inch wide. We got that. And just in case y'all don't believe me, there we go. Perfect. 10 and 1/4. All right. So row 1, right side. So single crochet and second chain from hook and in each chain across and make 36 single crochets. So second chain from hook, it's not going to be this one. We're not going to be working in this first one. We're going to be working in this one. So make sure you do a single crochet in that one and the ones after that. So that's single crochet. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So insert hook, yarn over, pull through, and that's 2. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We're going to keep doing that. Alright, now we got 36. Don't count that loop. You count this one. This is technically the chain 1 loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that counts as 36 right here. So it kind of tapers down. That's still your 36. Alright. So then we flip it. I can't help but to chain 1 to finish the row. So finish that last single crochet. You just yarn over and pull through that 1 loop, and that's your chain 1. And then I always turn. A lot of people do chain 1 and turn, but I can't stand that. Irks me. I don't know why. It's an ick for me. Now it says note, loop a short piece of yarn around any stitch to mark row 1 as right side. So if you want to do that, you can. 2, chain 1, turn. We already did that. In each stitch, single crochet in each stitch across. I guess the reason why we're doing this is to create a border before we get to the pattern. I'm going to single crochet in each stitch. I already showed you, but to show you the first single crochet, see where my marker stitch is? We're going to crochet in this one right there. So let me show that to y'all with my toothpick. We got our chain 1, and it's basically the second chain from the hook, or the second V from the hook. So you have this one and then you have that one. So you don't do this one. This is the chain 1. You do the one after it. So that's where we're going to insert our hook. So insert, yarn over, pull through, and you have 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That's 1 single crochet. You always leave it with it 2 right there. I used to do a chain 1, and don't do that. So insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through those 2 loops. Keep your tension loose. You don't want to be too tight. So don't do that. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through those 2 loops. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the 2. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the 2 loops. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through on this row. So insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. I like to chain 1 and just turn. We're going to be working in this first or a second chain or a second. This is technically the first stitch. This is technically the first chain, so second from the hook. Row 3, chain 1, turn, single crochet, and first 4 single crochets. Then, okay, so let's go from there. So 4 single crochets. 1, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 1. 2. 3. And 4. It says yarn over 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 4 loops. So you got that first loop from the first single crochet. 1, 2, 3. That's what yarn over 3 times means. Insert hook from front to back around post of second row. When it says work through a post, that's a post. So our post is going to be right there. So when you're working front to back, you're going in from the front, and then you want to hold that. Make sure the yarn stays behind. You don't want to let go of that. You want it to make sure it goes forward, especially when you're trying to find these posts. So I like, when I'm looking for the post, I like to keep it back behind the needle. So we have our first post right here. You can tell it's our first post because it looks like a pie symbol. So this right here, the little pie symbol, that's the first one. We're going to work into the second one. So we're going to go behind, and then this is where, so the yarn, it stays behind the hook. You bring it back to right here when you insert the hook, and then you yarn over. So you want everything to look like this. You want it to look like this, 4 loops. So yarn over, pull through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and 1, 2. So now we're going to find where we insert into the next post. So we're going to skip 5 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go into this one, the 6th one. 6th one from the one we just worked in. So 1 is the next stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I like to pinch it and put that post forward. That way we can yarn over 1, 2, 3 times, keeping the yarn behind the hook, insert it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through, and now we have 6. And we only have 6 because we're carrying over the other front post stitch. So the first one we had 5, now we have 6. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4 now, yarn over, pull through 2, and 1, 2, 3. So now we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we're going to find our last single crochet. So when we did our 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, see this stitch? Skip it. We're going to go into the next one and connect with a single crochet. And now we have our first cascade triangle. And this is where the pattern kind of confused me. Okay, so, okay, reader error. So it says skip next single crochet. That's what we did. From last single crochet made. So that's where we connected. That counts as one of the 8 single crochets we're about to make. So you skip a stitch and make 8 stitches after that. I was reading it wrong. My brain flipped it around. I thought it said to go ahead and make a single crochet and then, or to skip, make a single crochet and then do 8, but no. What it's saying is skip next single crochet from the last one we made, so that's what we did, and then single crochet in next 8 single crochets. So that's part of the 8 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that we did the 8, we're going to yarn over 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back down 2 rows where we left off. Again, make sure this yarn, whatever you do with it, make sure it's just behind the hook. So if you're looking for the next post, just hold those 3 stitches and put the yarn back. So that's their last post we worked into. We're going to skip 2, so that's our first post right here. That's one post. It's a little pie symbol looking thing. And then that's the second post. And then that's our third right here. Alright. We'll show it like this to make more sense. That's what our last post we worked into. That's one post right here. Another post right there. And then we're just going behind this one. And then you can pick up that working yarn again. Yarn over, pull through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 loops on the first working post stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you can hold this down to the hook or just hold back this. Just always make sure that working yarn is behind so you don't lose that first loop, because if you pull forward you lose that first loop. You want to keep it behind the hook. So behind the hook, we're going to look for that third post from what we, or 6th post from what we just worked into. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure y'all can see that. This is what we just worked into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next one, we're going to work into that one. So we still got our 4 right here. Going to work into this post, yarn over, pull up a loop, keep your tension really loose, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, and this one, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that's our last single crochet. We're going to skip a stitch and then put our 8 single crochets. So that's yarn over, pull up a loop, you have 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Turn our work around so we can see where we worked at last. So we have, this is our last post we worked into. Last post. So 1 post, 2, and then 3rd post. Insert our hook. Make sure that working yarn is right there. Yarn over, pull through, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's our first post. Yarn over, pull through 2, you got 4, yarn over, pull through 2, you have 3, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 2. And then yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We just worked into this post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is right here. Yarn over, pull through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3. And yarn over, pull through 3. And then we have our last single crochet, skip a stitch, and this is going to be our last 8, single crochets, and then we finish off with 4, but we're not there yet. So single crochet, skip, work in 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That way when we skip, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left. So all together we have 5 stitches left. If you do not have 5 stitches left, you did something wrong. Start the video over and redo. I had to redo this 4 times to get this video. You might have to do it a little bit more too. I'm just keeping it real. Of course, I'm going to show y'all what I did right, but I did have to restart this row 5 times before it finally clicked. I promise it's worth it. We got our 5 single crochets left, so this is our last 2 last posts. Hopefully that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3. Keep the yarn back. Let's find our last post we worked into. So that's the last one we worked into. Trying to get this out of the way. So we worked into this one. So 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, pull through 2. Keep your tension loose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2. Yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We just worked into this post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and this is our 6th that we're gonna work into. So second to last one, put in that post, yarn over, pull up a loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, and yarn over, pull through all 3. We're gonna skip this stitch. So we had our last single crochet right there, skip, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then chain 1, and congrats, we finished that row, and we repeat it until it measures out to 9 1/4 inch, 23 centimeters. So all we do is now we work into the single crochet in our 4th row, but we're repeating row 2. So this is row 4, but you're repeating row 2.
Perfect.
So I've gotten, this is half, I believe. Pretty much this is half of the square. And how we know that is because we should have 15, 16. So there's 16 of these cascading things. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which also means that we have 16 rows right here, because for every one of these you need 2 rows. This is 16 rows, and how we know that we're on track is because for 8 rows you should have 2 1/4 inch. For 8 rows it should equal up to 2 1/4 inch. So we have 16, so that means that we should have what, 4.5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess you can count that as a half. Or if we like brought this up just a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So our gauging is right, everything is right, so that's how we know that we're doing good. So once you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you do 1 chain or 1 row of single crochets, check your work, make sure you're at 4.5 inches so that you know you are gauging everything correctly and everything's in the right size, and you know you can keep going. Also forgot to mention that for every 9 stitches you should have 2.5 inches, which I was correct there too. Now what I did notice, this is okay, so this is 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9. And it says approximately 10 1/4 inch wide, but I'm not, oh, wait. Okay, so we're good. So you want 9 inches, this to this, for right now. Because when we do our edging, it's going to add about 1 inch and 1/4. You know, because 1 inch and 1/4, divide that by 2, you're gonna get like a nice little border right here. So you want there to be 9 inches when you're doing this part. So 9 inches by 4.5, you're good. So keep going. Really simple. We're going to chain 1, which we already did, and single crochet evenly around entire dishcloth, but when you hit the corners, you're going to do 3 single crochets in that corner, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch when we come back around. So far, what I see, what I'm comprehending, is that you do 1 single crochet around the whole thing. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, we're gonna end, it says ending by working row 2. So row 2, we ended working row 2, so that's single crochets in each stitch, and then you do 1 single crochet around. You see these little nodes or knots or whatever? They're like the pi symbol, but on the sides. We are going to do a stitch above it. We're going to do 3. So 1, 2, 3 to make our corner. So 3 single crochets in that corner. And then you're going to single crochet right in there and then right below. Like these spaces, each space is a row. So there's a space, and there's a space, there's a space, because you chain 1, but then that's your stitch right above it, making a new row. That's the chain 1, and then this right here, the first V, is a stitch for the next row. So you just want to make sure you get those really good. Or, you know, and you don't want to put a single crochet in 2 holes. You just want to put a crochet in each space. And one thing I've learned, when you do like double or treble crochets on the side and you have to do single crochets as a border around those, you have to put however many trebles or doubles or whatever it is, you have to put that many stitches. Okay, so we're in the corner, so we do 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're on the chain. The chain kind of is like the top. The V's are just a little bit tilted towards you. So just make sure you have 36. So this one kind of went backwards. Or is that? Okay, yep. So 1, 2, 3. See how there's like a twist? Go underneath that twist. 4, 5, 6, 7, again, twist right here, 8, another twist, can y'all see it? A twist right here, and there's another one, or you can see the space itself. And this tail, don't worry about it. We'll deal with that. Make sure not to grab it. So in this corner, do 3 single crochets, but hold that tail flat right here. So 1, 2, 3, and the knot should automatically push back. And then, like we did on the other side, you're going to single crochet in each space. All right, so we're holding the string. We did 3 in the corner. I'm going to go in the gap, hold the string tight, make sure the string's still above, or make sure the yarn is still above right here. We're going to pull above that string, so you're just working that single crochet, but you're leaving that string down close to your work. Just keep going. Now, if you wanted to, you could just go ahead and cut off that string, but I go anyways. I still go because there's no, why cut it when you can keep going and just leave that tail longer. The longer the tail is tucked away, the harder it will be for it to actually like unravel in the future. This is gonna be our 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then we do single crochets. This is that second row, or this is the working second row, or working row 2. Sorry, that's a mouthful. So just because we did a working row does not mean that we don't do a second row. We keep going, because working row 2, we started our border right here, so you have to keep going around with the edging. Okay, and now we're coming back to that first one. So 1, 2, and that's 3. And we join it with a slip stitch. So after you do this single crochet, you put your hook in, or insert your hook. Working yarn is still right here. Yarn over, pull through, but also pull through, and you should have 1 loop. Yarn over, pull through to chain 1, and then I do chain 2. You cut that off, pull through, and you tighten up. And that tail, I'm trying to find out where it's easier to put this through. That's one thing, cotton yarn is actually really hard to like weave through. Okay, there we go. Finding that sweet spot. And pull through right here. Make sure that tail doesn't get stuck. And find the sweet spot again. Okay, that's good enough. All right, and there we have it. We have the finish look. I think this is a perfect fall texture, because something about chevron, or something about the, I know it's orange and white, or it's like an orange creamsicle and white, so duh, it's gonna remind me of fall. But something about the pattern itself, because even the picture in the book, maybe it's because that's a fall color too, but the pattern itself seems like a fall look. I would actually like to do this in a green cotton, and it would be a good like Christmassy type of pattern too. So I would do like Christmas washcloths with these, because it kind of resembles a Christmas tree. But something about this, it reminds me of fall. Maybe because of the chevron, or maybe because it's like an arrow, and something about arrows or the tribal patterns remind me of fall. That is our first pattern in this crochet little encyclopedia of dishcloths. I might skip around and do some of these because I don't want to do the whole book. You're just gonna have to buy the whole book. Plus some of these I think I've already done, like a classic granny square. I don't need to do that pattern because I think everybody and their mama knows how to do a classic granny square. But like I really want to do this one because this looks like a nice fall pattern. This one is cool, the honeycomb. I would like to know how to do this one. So make sure you subscribe so I can show y'all more dishcloth tutorials. Maybe y'all have this book and maybe you just need somebody to read the pattern for you, or maybe there's a pattern that you want to see and I can help you visually do it, because I know my mother-in-law, she can crochet as long as she has a video for the pattern. So if there's no video for the pattern, my mother-in-law does not know how to do it. So if any of y'all are like my mother-in-law and would like to see me do patterns, or if you see a pattern that you really like, send it to me. I'll look it over and maybe purchase it. If you have to purchase it, I'm gonna need a lot more followers and a lot more view counts. So make sure that if you also want to support me, go down to my Etsy shop. Link is down below. I also have a Poshmark, so if you are on Poshmark, the more you bundle, or the more that, if you like a bunch of items, I can make your bundle for you if you don't know how to make a bundle. But if you like all of my products, or like 3 or more products, I add it to a bundle, I give you a discount, and that also helps support me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next one. Bye!